Oh, sorry. Oh. Good morning. Thank you for joining me. We're playing a brand new game today called Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, or maybe Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. I'm not really sure. This was recommended to me by Waylord, who has recommended a few games, and it hasn't let me down yet, so hopefully this one is good as well. It's going to be a puzzle game. I'm going to apologize a little bit in advance because my throat is pretty sore this morning. You might be able to hear it, I don't know. I'm also waiting on a very important phone call. Hi, Waylord. Waylord just came in and said it won't be said that I missed a single second of the first episode. Hello. As I was saying, I'm waiting for a very important phone call today. And my throat is a little sore, so if I have to take it mid-stream, then I will probably mute the mic and might have to end the stream after from how severe the coughing fits are going to be. It's going to be a stressful phone call, so hopefully that doesn't happen. Just a little bit of forewarning. Anyway, Waylord, are you subbed? Because the ads are about to start. I can do another little bit of an intro if you don't want to miss the gameplay. Okay, good. In that case, never mind. We'll just start in. I'm playing on keyboard still. I don't know if that's better or worse. Hey, Brainer, welcome back. I have no idea what this game is, but Waylord says it's a puzzle game, so we're going to see. And, okay, I'm already playing. I guess I can interact with the car. Huh. Okay, Waylord says it's not a problem, and I will say something that you won't like, but... Then he didn't finish that. And Brainer says, I'm gonna find a game that says it's a puzzle game, but isn't. That's... Okay, go for it. Syracusa, December 13th. You should definitely take a notepad. More than being useful, it's part of the experience. The game says it itself. It will be a horror. I have been told it's not actually a horror game so much as it's got some unnerving visuals. So I'm not too concerned. Oh, you're talking about your game, Brainer. This one too is supposed to be horror, or at least it's labeled horror. So Gotcha. That would be interesting. Well, I don't... I guess... Okay, let me grab a notepad then. I'll be back in just a second. Ow! You'll make yourself a millionaire solely to fuck with me. Great! Okay, sketchbook will work, and I have a pencil next to me. This'll do. This'll be fine. It'll be fine. I haven't had a notepad in forever. Also, where did the game say a notepad is recommended? It didn't mention anything when I started it up. Look, hero, if you don't have goals in life, you never achieve anything. Are my goals spite-based? Of course they are. But spite is a great motivator, because I think yes. Sure it is. It does in the car, no spoils. Oh, and the instruction booklet then. Okay. Well. First up. I don't want to go that far down. It's ink all over the place. I gotta find some blank pages here. These will be fine. A couple extra pages back. One more. One more. One more. There we go. Okay. I gotta say, in my opinion, Outer Wilds is scarier than this game. Anglerfish are a pain. At best, it's creepy vibes here, but no real danger. Okay. Just don't forget, Waylord, when you do recommend me games, I'm not a big fan of the supernatural. That's why I don't... By not a big fan, I mean I kind of steer clear of it as often as possible. That's why that Seance game is kind of off the table for me. It may be a ghost PNG, but ghosts are still not for me. Anyway. So... Rinzo... Nero. Anyway. Syracuse, December 13th, 1962. Syracuse, 1962. Underlined. No, I don't. Are you talking about the game? Do I have Phasmophobia? No, I do not have the game Phasmophobia. Would I ever play Phasmophobia? Not a goddamn chance. Wouldn't play Demonologist either. There is no amount of money that would convince me to play those. I just don't like the supernatural in general. Ghosts, demons, that sort of thing. Not really a fan. Also, what is with this letter? Why does it say Signorina? Signorina is not a word. As discussed, I am expecting your arrival at Hotel Letz's. Italian? Oh, I'm no good with Italian. Okay. I'm actually going to still make a new channel here. Lorelei spoiler stuff. Okay. As I discussed, I'm expecting your arrival at Hotel Letz's Jar on January 7th next year, so 1963. I'm guessing January 7th, so like 3 weeks later. This project is my magnum opus, the mother goose of all birds. It is my firm belief that you can help me transcend the limitations of art for humans. We will put on a show for the eyes of the cosmos. Ab emo pector. I don't know what that means. Oops. How do I... Backspace, enter? Okay. Instruction booklet. Memory recovered. Okay. Thank you for selecting the Lorelei and Laser Eyes software. Please read this instruction booklet to ensure proper handling and maximum enjoyment. Save this instruction booklet for future reference. This symbol is your guarantee that Simogo has developed this product and as such meets our standards for great workmanship and artistic value. Okay. Before playing, what really happened at this hotel? Who are you? Who are the other visitors? The goal of the game is to find the truth. To get the most out of this game, play in a quiet and dimly lit environment with pen and paper at hand. This game requires knowledge of real-life systems like the 24-hour clock, Roman numerals, Arabic numbers, and other such like concepts. Part of this game deal with and depict sensitive subjects and themes. Player discretion is advised. Do I have to put a warning on the stream? Because there's Like a special button I can toggle for sensitive something or other. Content classification. Politics and sensitive social issues. No. Drugs, intoxication, excessive tobacco use. No. Gambling, mature rated game. It's not, apparently. Sexual themes. Hey, hubby. I'm not really sure if this needs a classification. We'll find out later, I guess. But yes, hi hubby, welcome back. Sorry, I'm still getting started up. Controlling the game. This game uses contextual controls, of which only the most common scenarios are outlined. Directional input. The player character walks in the direction pressed. If the player character has enough caffeine in her blood, she will instead run. Also used for various selections and menus, and highlighting objects when zoomed in perspective on an object. Directional input is also used to control the magnifier cursor while viewing maps once found. When pressing any button near an interactable object or other character, the player character will be able to interact and take contextual action in different ways. When the player character is not in the proximity of anything, pressing the button will allow her to introspect. Okay. The introspection screen allows you to view various information you come across during your adventure. On the main page, you can monitor various information about the player character status. Yeah! It's always nice to have you, hubby. I hope you enjoy. Character status, needs, and health. You can also review how much of the truth has been discovered. 100% truth recovery is not needed to complete the game. Photographic memory. Every letter, document, note, and other important information found throughout the game is stored in the player character's inventory, or a player character's memory. Okay, this information can be retrieved and viewed at any time. That helps, okay? Current possessions allows you to see what the player character is currently carrying in her bag. Notes about each object's provenance, characteristics, and such can also be viewed from here. Mental notes. Keeps track of things to do when a task is presented itself in the game. A note is made and is visible on the screen for a few seconds. These tasks are stored for later viewing in the mental notes and are crossed out when cleared. Personal history. Keeps a chronological record of events which have occurred in the game. This includes character encounters, new locations found, etc. After finding a byte says system, you will be able to access it through the introspection screen. Well, that's just a Game Boy. That is absolutely just a Game Boy, but with one button. So this personal history is literally based on how you discover things, not on an overall record of accounts. Okay. Saving the game. Computers are found throughout the game. From here you are able to save or load the game. Please observe that this software does not automatically save your progress. Any unsaved progress will be lost forever. Should the game end, you will have to restart from your latest save. Computers can also be used to load files from disks. It is recommended to save your game before loading unknown files. Well, crap. You can also use computers to find valuable information and statistics about your current playthrough. Okay. Advice and tips. Throughout the game you will find American dollars. The different rewards you can purchase with them are not required to complete the game. Spend your American dollars wisely, the amount is finite, and new things to purchase might be discovered as you progress. In and around the hotel you will encounter bolted shortcuts. Opening them is not required to complete the game, but can make traversal quicker. A hint on how to unlock shortcuts is hidden within the hotel. Listen very carefully if a person wearing an owl mask speaks. If a revolver is raised, it means the game could be over if you do not answer correctly. Oh yay! You might not always have the required knowledge to solve a puzzle. Explore, observe, and make sure to check your memories. Some obtained information might be valuable later. Okay. Oops. A photo fell out. Okay. Look at the photo. Okay. I guess that's not added to memories, so it might not be that important. Oops. Oh, that's back. Okay. I don't know if this is important or if it's just here for flavor. I'm just waiting to see. Look, man, I've been playing too much Blueprints. I don't know. Everything is a clue in my mind. Okay. Let's lock it for now. I don't know if there's a reason to or not, but we're going to. And I guess we'll go... Why is there a grave over here? I don't like that. Hold on. I mean, I do want to go look at that map, but also, why is this over here? Like, you guys see that, right? Over on the right side, just above the car, it looks like a grave of some sort that kind of gets buried. This sign has been erected by the National Heritage Board and is maintained by the Augen-Waldberg Resident Association in consultation with the committee. The forest and surrounding trees were given status as a national park in 1958, so 4 years earlier. Camping or lighting fires are strictly prohibited within the park at all times. Ecology and wildlife. The trees of the forest mainly consist of members of the Fagaceae family, including oaks, chestnuts, and beeches. Please report any instances of beech bark disease to the administration. The forest is home of many species of animals, including wildcats, badgers, bats, deer, and wild boars. No owls? Oh. The forest is Central Europe's largest colony of boreal owls. Archaeological findings dating back as far as... Hi there! The Paleolithic era. Welcome back, Nat. Thank you for joining. Good to have you here. Hubby beat you in? Suggests that the grounds were considered holy. Today, because of its cultural history, it remains a favorite spot for artists. You'll never understand our love, Nat. I'm sorry. It remains a favorite spot for artists, and countless films, books, and other works have been created or conceived here. For hundreds of years, the land was owned by the Schwarzwald family, of which the last member was renowned painter Renate Schwarzwald. I feel like this might be important. Renate... Oops. S-C-H-W-A-R-Z-W-A-L-D. Schwarzwald. I miss you already. After her tragic death, Okay, female. After a tragic death, the state used the building as a home for the blind. Oh, okay. After which the structure was sold and turned into the first hotel in the region. The origins of the mausoleum on the land is unknown. Oh, that's what I was seeing in the back. In fact, whether someone is buried inside or not has been a source for debate by local historians. The cemetery administration has refused the exhumation of the mausoleum. The site is home to a myriad of legends and mysteries. Reports of ghosts are plenty, and many visitors have tried to find a fabled treasure. But whether it has ever existed is unknown. What mysteries will you find here? Okay, I'm going to put this in here as well. There's another page. Okay, that's why. Put that. I said enter. There we go. So it looks like we're at the information board, and it seems if I follow this road, it's back to the way I came in. I probably shouldn't just wander that without my car. P is for parking. The mausoleum is to the right. There's a loop out to the left. And then straight up to the hotel, which has the symbol of a hospital to the north. Okay. And I can't sprint unless I'm heavily caffeinated. I'm gonna check out the mausoleum first. Okay. Tampons. I don't know. It's not, truth recovered is 0.6%, okay? I have a stress level, a temperature level, a bladder, caffeine influence. Okay. Oops. And then mental notes, personal history, arrived by car. Okay. 11/26. Oh, so that's current year. Got you. Okay. I guess we'll go around this loop. I'm not sure what's out here. Lorenzo the Great. It's locked. Letter in the slot door. Tickets is scribbled in red paint below the slot. Okay, well, I don't have that. There was a red arrow on the map? Oh, there it is. I hadn't even seen that. Well, to be fair, I hadn't even looked, so that's helpful. Thank you. He's thinking along with me. It's okay. That is something I hadn't noticed at all, so that's a good idea for me to look for in the future. You have to remember too, I'm still just waking up and not feeling great, so I might miss things today. These extra little hints and tidbits are not going to be the worst. I could. I haven't had a coffee yet. Aw, what a good little puppy. Look at them eyes. Inspect the collar. Rudy! Hi, Rudy. Read the letter. Our mystery starts in previous correspondence. Previous correspondence. Find the year. Okie dokie, hubby. Bring me some whiskey too. I like whiskey. Whiskey. Leba. wispy. Okay, so I'm guessing that's the gate. Or the gate code. Is there anything over here? Gatehouse door. It's locked. Oh. 1962. Oops. I have to cycle all the way around. 1962. Okay. I take my whiskey neat, Nat says. I take my whiskey wispy. What? That was totally the code. Oh. Yeah, I wish I could have scrolled those whichever way I wished. Oh, it must be current year. Okay, so not 1962, 1963. I got you. My coffee black and my bed at 3. You're too sweet for me. Big brain, I knew the current year. Yay. Okay, here's that little Game Boy thing. Big wrinkle brain, big brain hero. Byte says gaming system. Alright, so shut down, install game, calc.rom. Okay, so I don't have a game in here, but I'm guessing that'll be important. Okay, built-in calculator. 11:47, that's current time. Yes, yes it is. Okay. Shut down. And the computer I can save at, it says. Now, here's the thing, is, I'm going to come a little bit away. In the instruction booklet, it said... Oh, the computers can be used to load files from disks. Okay. I wanted to double check that because the Game Boy also... Excuse me, sorry. 1 second. The Game Boy also has the ability to load software or to install the game, so I wasn't sure if I had to save before doing that as well. So let's check the pin board. Among the handwritten notes like lockgate, feed dog, and right handwritten notes, there's a typed letter. Signorina, you were, as expected, clever like the mouse who finds the fresh carrot among moldy cheese. What a weird analogy. Forgive the strange welcome with a locked gate and a black dog. We have to be sure to keep uninvited guests away. Meet me inside. Our journey is 116 years back in time. Oh no, our journey 116 years back in time is about to begin. The past is the key to the future. Okay. Print screen, paste. I know I don't really need to, but it's good to have a record of it anyway. Electrical cabinet. Is there anything else on this desk? No. 116 years in the past. So if that's 1963 minus 116, was it? And does that come up here? Unsigned letter carried by dog. Yeah, I was told it is creepy and it is labeled as horror, but apparently it is not that scary. It was 116, yes. 116 years back in time. The past is the key to the future. Okay, so 1963 would be 57, 1897, 1797. 1997, and if my math is off, I'll just use the calculator. Okay, my math was off. I can't use the numpad for it? Oh, that's lame. 1963 minus 116. 1847. Okay, I was very off. Holy cow. Oh, wrong one. Lockbox is here. I knew that. 1847. There we go. Right? That's what I'm thinking too. Panel. Oh, this is math. Okay, hold on. Gotta do some basic algebra here, I guess. There is only addition here. So it has to be below 2014. Okay. So below 2014... 1440 is the closest one. If I add 521, that'll be 1961. And then plus 16 would be 5. No, it would be 7. 2007, so that's not right. So then maybe 1127 plus 909 should be 2000. That's already over. Okay, what if I do... Well, I don't know. I think I'm going to actually need to bring up the regular calculator for this. Calculator. Okay, let's do 2014 minus 88 to start with. 1926, let's try minus 909. Okay, that's not right. 1926, oops. 26 minus 5. Oh! Yeah, that's still right. Minus 521. 1405. So, like, none of that would work. But what if I add that in? So, 1127 plus 909 is 2036. 1127 plus 521, 1648. But then an extra addition. Everything is over. Everything is over. 1440 plus 150. Let's do 521 again. Maybe I'm just wrong. Plus 16. It's 1977. Okay. 1440 plus 521 plus 53 is 2014. Okay, I'm dumb. I'm not good at math, shut up. I mean, I am, but not this kind. So 1961 was 1440 plus 521. 1440 plus 521 plus, I think it was 53. There we go. Gate open. Hooray. I think I'd have preferred algebra. Save file. Confirm. Hotel dollars, mausoleum dollars. Okay. Find X. There it is. I like that one too, hubby. That's a good math joke. It's bolted from the other side, so that's probably a shortcut then. Shouting woo at the slightest sparkle of working brain. That happens. That happens. Okay, puppy is leading me somewhere, it looks like. My new running gag. Puppy. Hi, Rudy. Rudy looks like the goodest boy. Oh my goodness. Creator. Artist. You can pet the dog. Yes, game of the year. Obviously the best. Okay, there's something here. It looks like an American dollar. Good. What is this? That's a nothing. Okay. I'm so happy that doggy is friendly and not vicious. Okay, bolted door. Oh. Shortcut 16, and it's a combination. Oh. Okay. Why is there a pen up there? I can't do that. Okay. Let's check the surveillance monitor. It's off. Oh. But I can adjust stuff. Okay. The scarier blueprints? I have no idea. Man at the gate. I reassure you on what could be horror-oriented. Okay, so there's a man at the gate now? Why is there a man at the gate? And is he still there? Which gate? That's up front, right? Fancy hat indeed. Okay, let's go see if he's still here then. Oh, the hat is here. There is a calling card hidden inside the hat. I am half a magician without you. May I be permitted the enchanted pleasure of entertaining you this evening. You complete me. Lorenzo the Great. Okay, so this would be... The calling card is not the ticket. Okay. Found a hat. Sounds like a sloppy Italian pickup line. It could be. It could be. Okay, so over on the right was creator, artist. What's this? Dreamer. Magician. Okay. What's up here? Oh, there's another gate back here. And there's a dollar over here. Grab that. Bolted from the other side. Okay, I'm not sure if that's another shortcut. Creator, artist, dreamer, magician. Yes. Not in that order, though. It was artist in the top right, creator in the bottom right, and then dreamer in the bottom left, and magician in the top left. Rudy, come get pets. There's good Rudy. Oh, good boy. I miss having a pet. I want to pet something. I want to pet a dog. Or a cat. I don't care. Alright. Actually, hold on. Rudy was investigating this at the very start. Is there something here? There doesn't seem to be. I am kind of thrown off by that magician's card because it seems to be the same layout as this courtyard, with the triangles being the statues or perhaps the lanterns here, the vases, and then the other upside down triangle being, or the eye with the dot in it, the diamond with the dot in it, being this fountain. I could be wrong about that, but it did seem like it. I just didn't interact with those. Door is locked as well. There's a keypad next to the door. Okay, where is this so-called keypad? Over here, okay. Well, if I'm looking at it, then chances are the one with the most spatters on it is hit first, but it may be much easier than that. 1847. It was indeed much easier than that. Okay. Woohoo! Inaudible shouting from the door. Hey, I put my coat down. I don't know if that's a good idea, but I can hang up my jacket. Oh. Oh, that's stairs down. Okay. Can I not get behind this front desk? Also, I was told he was waiting for me. There's bloody footprints leading this way. You want to change the title to Laser Eyes? More action? Have you even read what I sent you, Mr. Bob Hamburger? Is there someone with a soul I can talk to instead? I'm not being rude. If anything, I'm being too polite. That's funny. Okay, there's a phonograph. There are notices about events and happenings at the hotel. Okay. Missing script pages. Has anybody seen my lost pages last seen in my typewriter January 13th? The content has cosmic personal value. There is a substantial reward for finding all 9 of them. Please deliver them personally, staying in room 1963. Fair enough. Second floor, open all day, free admission. Among the many portraits, lithographs, and sculptures in the collection of Hotel Let's Jar, guests and visitors are welcome to visit the exhibition hall on the second floor. We are proud to currently be hosting the absorbing mixed media work of Lorelei Weiss, as well as our standing showing of Renat Schwarzwald's Himmelskorper paintings. Okay. There's something written on the back of the note. Okay. Second floor, open to the enlightened. Okay. Have you taken the challenge of knowledge and are ready to step out into a world of true A-I-T? I don't know what that one is. Oh, true art. Are you the... Yeah. Are you the... Foretold Nocens Mulier Nocens Mueller? I don't know who Nocens Mueller is. N-O-C-E-N-S. Nocens M-U-L-I-E-R. Mueller. Mulier? Sounds like nonsense indeed. We welcome you, the real connoisseur, to see it all in the red gallery on the second floor. Okay. Already don't like this. Guided ghost tour with dinner. Backyard sign up required. Brave the haunted dark nooks and crannies of the hotel and soak up the atmosphere of centuries past. Our nightly ghost tour is exclusive to our bravest guests, as the old building is home to a wide variety of spirits, good and bad. Most famously the Countess, who is said to stalk the hallways in search of her eyes. And who knows, perhaps you will also be invited to find and enter the many hidden passages on the tour. Please observe that pre-registration is required and that children are only allowed in the company of an adult. Don't like that. Don't like that one bit. Notice about fortune telling in the magic show. Locations to be announced, free for hotel guests. Since its opening... Okay, good. The mystery of magic and fortune telling has been synonymous with Hotel Leicestershire. Our guests can meet with a local mystic or enjoy his mysterious magic show. Be aware he always has a trick up his sleeve, okay? The quiz, okay. Quiz night, secret location only for members. Feeling knowledgeable, try joining the secret quiz club. The hotel is the proud name of Europe's most trying trivia nights. How trying? Well, try finding it in the first place. To those who find their way to the hallways of wisdom, we promise an elite quiz which will challenge your awareness and perhaps even put your survival skills to the test. Okay. Lost document tubes. Has anyone seen our document tubes? Guess who drove to school? I would guess Brainer. And didn't have school. I would guess Brainer. Is today a day off because it's Thanksgiving? I'm guessing. Has anyone seen our document tubes? Please come by our temporary studio in the basement if you know their whereabouts. Thank you. Okay. This was a bad game to read on a day when my throat is sore. I really need to start putting these things in a calendar. That might help. I'm sorry you had to go all the way up, though. Hopefully, it's not too long of a trip back. Another American dollar. Document tube. Oh, you're already home. Good, good. Future attache. Oh, first attache. What's that bottom part? I can't see it. Don't have to tell me twice, no school. That's fair. Okay. Let me go down to the basement then, because that was one of the things they said. Vending machine? Nostalgia figurines, $1, collect all 20. No, thank you. Not yet, anyway. Okay. Water closet door. Oh, that's to deal with the bladder. Okay, I got you. Always wash hands. Although the option to not wash it is kind of funny. Shortcut. Bolted from the outside. Okay. I don't want to go back up yet because I'm looking for these tubes. Document tube there as well. Which one is this? Kill Are. There are a lot of early sketches and notes on the drawing board. Andre Plan. Okay, so this is specifically a volumetric puzzle. I'm not sure what it's here for, but we're going to put this into the notes section for quick reference. And then there's another page. Modern design proposal, inexpensive materials, economic construction, low-priced interior, hidden costs. Modular room design, least expensive option. Okay. Oh yes, I know, but to be honest, the menuing in this game is not really fun for me. I don't think they did it very well, so having a secondary reference in the Discord is going to be helpful. Constructor setter measurements do not make sense. We can recalculate the area. Component-based mansion design. Okay. Remember to report cost to client. Okay. Oh, okay. So these, I'm seeing that now. The first day attach is that tube that I found on the second floor. Quel Are is the one right next to me. So the underlined section is the answer that I'm looking for. So the least expensive option should be 55, right? But it has to be a 3-digit code. So 055 maybe? Let's try that. 055. No, that wasn't it. Oh, the prices aren't the cost. They're just asking for the least expensive design. So 315 then, because that's the smallest. Oops. 315. Probably? No, that wasn't right either. Why wasn't that right? One module costs 20. I mean, that absolutely should be the smallest one, though. Six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So maybe 210 would be the cheapest design then? Cannot rotate modules. Supplier only has one of each module in stock. The least expensive option. Maybe 210 then. Because it looks like the one that I just selected may have been 6 blocks instead of 4 like I'd imagined. which wouldn't really make sense because it is still cubic, and 6 would make it a rectangle, I think. Yeah, 6 would be a weird shape. That is really weird. Like, I'm not crazy, right? If it can't be 55, then the numbers are the code. And if we're looking at the items themselves, then 315 should have been the one that was the smallest, which is the least expensive option. If that's 4 cubes, which I'm assuming it is, it's the smallest room. Unless it's the smallest room to make up that top left one. But that doesn't make sense either. Oh, maybe it is the smallest possible way to make that top room, which would be 405 plus 315. So 720. That might be it. 720. Also wrong. What? Is there another cheaper way to do that then? I guess... Oh yeah, maybe 210 plus 130. Which, no, that would still be too short. The 110 one isn't going to help anything. $210 is not going to help anything. Yeah, I figured it out now that we're trying to make that upper left shape. The problem is, what's the cheapest way to make that upper left shape? And if the numbers at the bottom are both the cost for those rooms, that's going to be the interesting part. But the issue is, values are randomized, so sometimes I may have to do the puzzle again. That's fair, that's fair. But the project team said their cranes can't rotate the modules, which means they also can't be flipped. And they only have one of each in stock, which means to make that upper one, it has to be at least 2 wide. And it looks like 3 long, maybe? Like this upper section on the top right has to be 2 by 2, which is 315. And it would stack on top of that lower section, which would be 405. But that would be a total of 720, which is not the cheapest apparently. Even if I wanted to combine 130 with 210 though, that would be 3. Oh, okay, that might be cheaper. If it's 1 and 2 is 3, so 340, and then I could stack the 315 onto it. That would be 655. Yeah, 655. That might be it. 655. There we go. 655. Yay! Easy peasy. basement crafts room. Basement gaming room 1. Okay. That should be the water closet. Or the washroom. What's this night thing? Horseman room clock. Horseman room wine cellar. Why is it a horseman room? Also, is this a map that's now in my inventory? No. Oh, maps. Here we go. Yes. Okay, good. Why is it highlighting? Okay, good. Good, good, good. 3B14. So there's obviously a hidden cellar here. Or a hidden way down. And this would lead me to the second floor. Basement below the dining hall. Well, for now, let's maybe go... Man, I hate having to menu like this. This sucks. Why is there a drop of blood on the floor? I don't like that. I guess there's a couple of drops of blood leading... I guess just down here. Okay. Shredded poster. Well, obviously it's a Lorenzo. And I can't move the pieces? Why can't I move the pieces of the shredded poster? That feels silly. Well, every time I'm selecting them, it's not letting me. Oops. Oh, okay, I got you, I got you. Yeah. So, you gotta go up here. Oh no, you gotta go here. And his magic... What stories do they hold? And this must go up here because it's part of the rows. And then you go up here. And you must be at the very top. Memory changed, okay. I mean, that's right. That's the way it's put together at the start again. I just don't know why I had to do that. It looks vaguely like a piece of the mansion or of the hotel. For fun, probably. Letters, magic posters with the rows. It might be a combination of some sort later. It looks vaguely like an indication of a hotel section, but I don't know where yet. I'll figure it out later. This door is locked into gaming room 1, so let's go north into that other section. Oh, here's another shredded poster. Oops, did it again. Lorenzo the Great. That's not right. Chains. Here we go. This is the one I was looking for. No chains can hold Lorenzo the Great. Which it looks like this is supposed to go down here, maybe? No. Oops, not there. This is... what is this? Part of a hat? No. Is this supposed to be at the bottom? No chains can hold... maybe it's supposed to be at the very top. Nope, that is the bottom of the chain. Which means these just need to go down. But this one maybe at the bottom? Yeah. I feel like this isn't quite right still. Is this piece not supposed to be here? Something's different and I don't know what. Because it looks like that third one from the top is out of position, and I don't know how or why. It kind of seems like... yeah. So it looks like that the third and fourth pieces in are stalks. Like it's holding him in place, and his hands are chained to his feet. And then that bottom section with Lorenzo the Great should maybe move up. But where is that bottom section of the chain supposed to go? Oh, that's his shoulders. Okay, I see it now. I wish I could change the angle that I see this at, but I guess I can't. That looks better. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay. Pick up the American dollar. Oops. Get there. And this is a shortcut to somewhere, but also bolted. So I can't do anything else from this side then. They're bolted access. Okay. Let's go down. And I guess north up to the second floor. Oh no, this is another document tube. And first attach. Okay. I will open it on the game screen again, no matter how annoying it is, because it's a little bit nicer for you guys to be able to see. Calling card, magic poster, maps, documents, notes, unsigned letter carried by dog. Where is the notice about document tubes? No. Architect sketches. Here we go. And it was first attach. Recalculate the area. Constructor said our measurements don't make sense. 9 by 81. Oh. So it got flipped. It's not 9 by 81, it's 9 by 18. Oh no, it's not. It's 6 by 18, wouldn't it be? Because if you flip it up, and then you reverse it so that it's 18, then it would also be, yes, 6 by 18. So area is just width by height, right? I believe. I'm pretty sure. So 6 by 18 should be 108. Okay. And of course I have to cycle all the way around. 108. Haha, that one was easier. Woohoo! So we're still in the first floor. Looks like locked. Oh, this one's not locked. I must have just gone. Whoa! What happened? What? I don't. Oh, mind blown. I didn't realize I had given that a sound. Okay. Wait, it had a sound but no animation? Oh, boo. That should have been the animation, not the sound. I'll have to try and fix that later. Actually, I'm going to note that myself into feedback. Fix mind blown GIF. There. Now I won't forget to do that, hopefully. The reception office is currently locked. There is an open door from there. Let's maybe go back here. Because oh, hello. There's a lot more stuff back here now. I can't make espresso? Oh. That's lame. Elevator service sign. Elevator is out of service. We apologize for the inconvenience. Housemaster GmbH. Nachtali 61. And the telephone number is missing. Okay. I will have to find that eventually. Adieu Tbilisi. Plus a dog like all other dogs. Well, obviously this is another puzzle. It might be for this specifically. I don't know. I don't know what Tbilisi is, though. And I don't think it's supposed to be a cryptograph with numbers being the letter of the alphabet. That wouldn't really make sense, because that would be too many numbers for the phone. I can guess that a dog like all other dogs is referring specifically to Rudy, which would be, you know, R-U-D-I. Of course, there's another 4-digit combination. Can I see that poster behind the espresso machine, maybe? No, I cannot. Okay. And is this stairs down? Coffee sounds amazing. Bring me one too. Thanks. Automobile. Okay. Shortcut is going to be locked. Bolted from the other side. Yeah. It's locked. Okay. Automobile upside down. How about up here? What's this? Books about numbers. Oh! Okay, okay. So let's try this Bolt Number Puzzles Volume 1. Your shortcut to a quicker brain. The collection of my original number conundrums range from beginner to intermediate. Each puzzle can always be answered with a number between 0 and 99, and are all sure to challenge your gray cells. I hope this book will both entertain and train your intellect. Okay. Born in 1949, has written over 200 puzzle books, constructed 50,000 brain teasers and riddles. He's the director of the Puzzle Association of Denmark, and his puzzles have been published in all of the world's biggest publications. 5180. 3 crossbars. $74. That's funny. That's I like that. That's cute. I don't know if you guys understood that, so I'll explain it, or at least as far as I can figure out. So I know you can't see my cursor. I'm sorry about that, but you think about these pictures like they're a digital clock. So in the first picture, 51 is the answer, because the bars are obstructing the connecting lines of the 5. You can see on the left side that it's obstructing one. On the right side of that bar, it's obstructing one. And then number 1, or like the 1 o'clock, is obstructed by the bars to the right side of that box. And the same thing with the middle puzzle. It's 80 because the bars are obstructing the same sections of it. And it's obstructing the same sections of the 0. Which means the last one can only be 71 because it's obstructing the vertical lines, or 74 because it's obstructing those vertical lines. Yep. And I think I solved this first puzzle pretty easily. It's a funny puzzle. 74. I like that. I'm going to do that real quick. I'm going to write that down. Puzzle 1 is 74. That's cute. I like that one. Puzzle number 2. What is squares, triangle, plus... Okay. This one might be a little harder. Unless... No, that is weird. This one's more difficult because it's not like it's a repeating pattern. Unless the hidden number on the last line is 0. But that wouldn't make sense either. I don't know. This one is tougher. I don't really seem to have enough information for it. Square, square, diamond, minus square, diamond, square, plus diamond, square. Self-sufficient? Yeah, okay. I got you. Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't seem to have enough information. Because, like, it's not as though each line is meant to be a duplicate or a shift. Yeah, sure. Go ahead, hubby. because it's not like it's a repeating code and those are blacking it out. And because they're blacked out, I can't add them together. It doesn't seem to be the number of squares or diamonds. Especially because it's 2 squares and a diamond. Maybe all squares and diamonds are the same? Well, even if that's the case, like, how do I identify what the value of those squares and diamonds are? Because it's not a repeating code, so even shifting those values over to match won't work. I can't speculate what the number underneath the blacked out part is. It's the neat part you don't. I might come back to this one then. I'll have to think about it more. Puzzle number 3. Which number is hidden behind the black bar? 14916. Oh, I don't like this either. What the hell? You see the solution after hubby's content or comment? Three minutes. I'll still come back to that one. I like the first puzzle. This was cute. Can you find the hidden number? Fair enough. Fair enough. What is the least amount of turns needed to reach X? I don't even know why I'm focusing on this so hard. I don't have access to these locks yet, so I'm going to ignore that for the moment. Unlike the 12-hour system, the superior 24-hour clock system is divided into 24 hours, counting from midnight to midnight. For example, 00 is midnight. 2014 is 14 minutes past 8 in the evening. And 1847 is 47 minutes past 6 in the evening. Yes, okay. Because it's fun. Sure, yes, okay. I get that. Counting with Roman numerals. Well, I know that. I already tried to do that in blueprints too. This is new. Strobogrammatic number is a rotationally symmetric ambigram. When written with most standard characters, a strobogrammatic number can be rotated 180 degrees and appear the same. Okay. Numbers like 8, 11, 69, and so on are all examples of strobogrammatic numbers. The most recent strobogrammatic number years were 1881 and 1961, and the next is as far away as 6009. Gamer Hubby's like 69. Nice. So then maybe... I don't know, man. So this one's not a strobogrammatic number either. See, like this one I could at least figure out because those are the faces of the dice. But, like, the earlier ones are kind of annoying. What is y minus x? 1316, 1387. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. The square and the diamond one, it's not leaving your brain. And you think you've already figured it out, right, Nat? Okay. Let me try and work on this one a little bit more then. So, there's 3 diamonds and 3 squares. Is that significant? Because it's what is square square diamond minus square diamond square. It's not like it's a repeating pattern either, so it's not like 1 0 on the first line is representative of 1 0 for the diamond and the square. It looks like it could be a repeating pattern like that, but it's not. You don't know anymore. 8196. Waylord, stop gaslighting. Come on, guys, it's easy. Yeah. Waylord will never stop gaslighting. He's told me before that that's something he likes to do, is to intentionally say it's easy and then give no hints or qualifications for the statement. Just because he's not even sure if he solved it. What is square square triangle? Or square square diamond, I mean. So maybe it's indicative of the numbers between or beside those things? Like square square diamond. If I'm looking at it that way, like symbolically instead, then it would be the digits between those patterns, right? So square square diamond, the only one that would fit that is from the second line at the second last digit to the very end. That's the pattern there. But that's a lot of digits. That's not going to make sense. I'll keep thinking about it. First thing I want to do, though, is because I've gotten that solved, at least, I want to go... What just happened? How did I get down here? Oh, cool. Okay. I want to go back to that shortcut at the entrance and see if that is shortcut number 1. Over in the gatehouse here. Bolted shortcut. Okay. Which should be 10, 5, 6. So 16. Oops. Photographic memory, documents, books. Here we go. Are there 16 puzzles? There are. Okay. Which number should go in the bottom shape? Well, screw this. What do you mean which number should go in the bottom shape? Okay, let's assume that this is more like reflections. I'm just looking at it, and it looks more like reflections than anything, right? Because the diamond shape in the top left, if that's a vertical mirror reflection of the C shape and then the vertical, or I guess the upside down U, then that shape makes sense. If we're looking at the second one, it's not just a vertical flip. I solved it is what I would say if I solved it, hubby says. Ooh, hubby, you funny. Because my thinking is there must be like a base shape that I'm not seeing, and the other two are warping it. Kind of like we're seeing it from the perspective. Oh, excuse me. From the perspective of those dots. Like if I folded it down, it would be like that. But part of it would be cut off in that situation unless I folded it in half. Okay. So yeah, I think this makes sense a little bit. You see how in the diamond, the E and the H are flipped up? Like you could take half of it and it would be the exact same if you flipped it downwards. And then in the second one, in the top right, it's more like that paper has flipped open instead, but it's only captured half of it. Now, why would it only capture half of it, though? That's the question. And even if that's the answer, so maybe it's 34? If that's like, no, that would be 43. The first one would be 43. If we flipped it around and then closed it so that the ink transferred. And then same thing for that one, for the top right one. It's like it's supposed to be 4, but it transferred over from a 1. Maybe not a 4. $43.81 maybe? Okay. I think I'm on the right track, and I think hubby has come to the same conclusion, that it's more like these have been pressed against each other, and so the digits have transferred. Because if we're looking at it that way, it would be 91 in the top right. But why would it only transfer that section of 91? That doesn't make sense. If they overlapped, then it might be 13 instead. Do you want your private chat? I'll make you the private chat. Okay, here. Information, polls, and feedback. New channel. Hero won't read this. Won't read until done. There you go. Hero won't read until done. You now have a new channel to discuss things in information, polls, and feedback. I still don't understand why the shapes are that way. Like the dots and the triangle don't seem to matter. Well, I am not missing something that obvious. This is not about exploration or reading comprehension, okay? Yeah, well, hubby's smart. I'm trying. I can obviously see that if the numbers are overlaid in a certain way, that they transfer or eliminate. So, like, for example, in the top right one, I can tell that that should be a 1. So maybe 31 is what the top right one is. Because if you folded it over, the 1 would maintain its shape, but the 3 bar would transfer. That looks right. All right, well, good night, Nat. Thank you for hanging out. As always, I appreciate you being here. I hope you feel better soon. And really nice work on that sock thing. I liked it. It was cool. Gotta fill it up with chocolates? Nice. So what if it just folds down on itself to transfer? Then that would still be 34. So 34, 31. And then those haven't transferred at all yet. But if it's going down in 3, then that would also mean like maybe 28? I'm assuming it would be 28. And it is this kind of puzzle. So 34, I probably went the wrong way. 34. Oh. That's not a combination lock like that, I guess. 28. Okay, clearly that was wrong. I didn't think I was wrong. Like, I'm pretty sure. Why is puzzle number 18? Okay. But puzzle number 16. Which number should go on the bottom shape? Pictographically, I'm like 100% sure that it should be 28. Obviously, that's not right. Is it stamped? Is that the thing? So pictographically, I'm saying it should be 28 because if you're looking at the symbols inside of those shapes, the top left one, if you folded top to bottom, would come out as being 43 or 34 with the ink transferred. You just have to like turn it around. And then the next one in the top right, if you folded it from left to right, that would be 31 with the ink transferring, which is just a descending pattern of threes, which should make the next one in the triangle 28. But clearly that was wrong. It is a valid pattern, it's just not the right pattern. What if that's not... What if they're meant to be three-dimensional shapes instead? So if the top button and the bottom button and the top right one are meant to connect, or like slide? No, that wouldn't work either. And I'm very curious why the tips are inked out in the triangle and the diamond. That doesn't seem to indicate a fold direction, so maybe they're not 3D shapes at all. If I slid them over, that wouldn't be right either. Like, there must be some sort of pattern indicated by the presence of a dot and a triangle. And the most obvious answer is that they're meant to fold into each other, and that's a transfer. But that couldn't be right for the top left one if it was a fold vertically. And even if it was, that wouldn't matter because the bottom one doesn't give me anything to transfer. I have to figure it out before getting to that point. Huh. I really do think this is some sort of origami indicative puzzle, where like how it's folded indicates how the numbers are transferred. But I don't know for sure. I can't... Obviously, it's a digit. It's supposed to be a two-number or two-digit combination. So it has to be a two-digit number. It can't be multiplicative, addition, subtraction. There doesn't seem to be an operation of any sort listed. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll go back to something else. I'm just trying to figure it out, okay? It's being weird. You're joking, sorry. Too late! Too late! It's all your fault. How dare you? Well, Deaf Space just bugged out my GPU. Oh, Dead Space bugged out your GPU? That's super unfortunate. Alright, well, let's explore a little bit more. Okay. Don't worry too much, hubby. I'm only going to be on for about 10 minutes more anyway. Oh, wait, you're listening on your phone, aren't you? Never mind, then. What's over here? Astronomical clock. Oh, how do I... There we go. It is astronomical clock. Which I don't have any indication of, but it seems to be like zodiac signs. We'll figure that out later, I guess. What's over here? West door. It's locked. I don't have a key for it. Okay. What's up here? Film posters. Locked door. Okay. Padlock north of way. Something on the other side is blocking your way. Large wooden object. Oops. Not that. Dream Ace of Hearts. I'm not sure why they're half posters like that. I'm assuming that, like the puzzles that I have solved so far, these aren't going to be solved within the same rooms that I find them. Books about language. Useful Latin phrases. Oh, I saw this one earlier. From the deepest chest, from the bottom of my heart with deepest affection. Because that was written in the letter that we found in the car. Art is long, life is short. A cursed hunger for gold. Magnum opus, yeah. Memento mori. Memento mortem. Factum fieri infectum non potest, yes. Okay. Great Lake of Philosopher. Huh. Okay, maybe that's the solution that I wasn't looking at. Italian, Dutch, Spanish. I'm not sure what EO is. Like, I recognize English, French, Italian, Dutch. I'm guessing ES is Spanish? I'm not sure what ES or EO are for. Sudowesto, westo. Nordowesto. I kind of figure ES is Espanol, yeah. I still have no idea what EO would be, though. Oh, that was a surprising find, okay. But if we're looking at the books again, so this puzzle 16 that I was just working on, what if it's epsilon pi in the first one? That still wouldn't do anything. It's probably a number, not a number like that. biographies. Been torn out from the shelf. Lorelei Vice. Okay. Lorelei. Pages are torn out. A few pages and paragraphs are still readable. The etymologist dream. Okay. That he did not need to see the finished cut. He'd already seen the whole film in a prophetic vision. Contradictions are contrary to my beliefs. A red man-eating beast. No anti-cat shelters to be found. That's funny. I might read through this a little more another time. It's all added into my memory now. I am going to... Oh yeah, I forgot this was here. I'm gonna head down and save and call it a day, because my throat is still really sore. I just don't feel good. I have hit my limits for puzzles for the moment. Thank you very much for hanging out, everyone. I appreciate you being here, as always. And I will see you on the next one. Confirm. I'm sorry, Waylord. I'll be back for this probably on Friday. I wish I felt better, but you know, I just don't. I'm surprised I'm already 10.2% through the game, though. Esperanto? I'm not sure what Esperanto is, but I mean, maybe. That's fair. That's fair. Anyway, okay. Have a good day, guys. Thank you very much for joining. Catch you next time. Oh.